of involvement in terrorism, having generated controversy as to their legal meaning and their potential implications for abuse of presidential authority, which goes back to whenever it's a police state, and which I'm going to get about martial law. The president he takes the role as a dictator, which informs what? Totalitarianism, which is basically the repression of the people, and they control everything. Okay. Although the White House and Senate supporters maintain that the authorization for U.S. use of military forces already grant presidential authority for indefinite detention, the act states that the Congress affirms this authority and makes specific provisions as to the exercise of that authority. So, which this is tied in with martial law. So when martial law is passed, because they know that when they go to war with Iran, a lot of people gonna spaz out. Okay, all right. But when they start moving to take people, a lot of people they're gonna rebel. Okay, which we're gonna get that in the scriptures, and that's gonna lead to martial law and the use of military force, or the secret police, like they like to call it, secret police, as a means of that being the enforcement, not your police officers. Alright, the detention provisions of the act have received critical attention, but by, among others, the American Civil Liberties Union and some media sources which are concerned about the scope of the president's authority, including contentions that those whom they claim may be held indefinitely could include U.S. citizens arrested on American soil, includes arrest by members of the armed forces. Wow. Okay, that's what the bill is. Alright, martial law. Alright, let's get it. Martial law is the imposition of military rule by the military authorities over designated regions on an emergency basis, usually only temporary, when the civil government or civil authorities fail to function effectively, e.g. maintaining order or security and providing necessary services, when there are extensive riots and protests, or when the disobedience of law becomes widespread. And that's the fear of the government. Because why? Because which the stock market's going to crash, which is going to bring in basically total disorder. All right. Okay. Get the loop. All right. Luke 21:7. All right. It says, and they asked him, saying, Master, when shall these things be, and what sign will there be when these things should come to pass? He said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and the time draweth near. Go ye not therefore after them. Meaning these false prophets. They're not warning Jacob these things, then they're false prophets. Hold up. Pull up another box. Okay. Let me go to that. What's that? Ezekiel. Alright. Ezekiel 33:1. It says, again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, which is the Israelites, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coasts, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword coming upon the land, he bloweth the trumpet and warn the people. Alright? And that sword is representing what? This time to come. Alright? Because what is a sword? A sword is used to put people to death. And that's the time that's coming. It's a bunch of death and destruction. Alright? It's coming to America. All right, and it's gonna come upon this land and upon the people. All right. So when we see it, which we see it, right, because we deal with the scriptures, and we watch, we check the news, we check legislation like this. All right, we blow the trumpet, which is what, to warn people. All right, we warning you. All right, then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and take not warning, meaning you watch these videos, all right, and you get offended and you stop, you didn't finish it, or you just brushed it off, and you don't get yourself in order if you're a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American. All right, it says if the sword come, which it is gonna come, and take him away, his blood should be upon his own head. So if you don't want to, you think this is a game, then you're gonna get put to death. Okay, he heard the sound of the trumpet, he took not warning, his blood shall be upon him, but he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. So the person that understand this and is getting it and preparing himself, all right, that's the Israelite, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, he gonna be delivered. All right, but it says, but if the watchman seeth the sword coming and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come and take any person from among them, he is taken away for in his iniquity, but his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. So, I've been accumulating some of this information for a while. It's been on my spirit to put this video out, push that vibe that it's right at the door. If I just didn't do it, I was like, man, I'm tired, I ain't gonna do it. Then, the people that might watch this and they don't get warned, maybe one of the elect or 1/3 might see this and be woken or be more interested in the scriptures, and I didn't warn them. Then if that person get put to death, it's gonna be on my hand, all right, on my head. So by this I'm basically washing myself clean of the blood of you people that watch these videos. Okay, all right. So thou son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word at my mouth and warn them from me. All right, that's right. So you set up to warn. Okay. Oh, okay. Let me go back. So if they ain't speaking about this time coming, then they're not a man of the Lord. They're gonna get put to death. Okay, because even in these churches, they should be talking about this, which they ain't gonna talk about this. They're gonna talk about dreams and cotton candy and fluffy dreams and shit like that. And y'all people in the church, y'all gonna get put to death because y'all a bunch of clowns. You don't know the Lord and a bunch of demons. Okay. All right. Luke 21:9, it says, but when ye shall hear wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Alright, now we in a time of wars, alright, and rumors of wars. Alright, Matthew 24 and 6, it says, ye shall hear wars and rumors of wars. And the big rumor now is them going to make war with Iran. The Israelis, which they are going to make war with Iran, which is going to lead to America get into it, according to the scriptures. All right, but that's what the time we in. We in time of wars, rumors of wars, and commotions. Now, look that word up, commotion. Excuse me. Alright, commotion.
Commotion.
Commotion. This is a violent or tumultuous motion, agitation, noisy disturbance. Alright, political. This is political or social disturbance or upheaval, sedition, insurrection. Alright, look at the word sedition.
Sedition.
Sedition, enticement of discontent or rebellion against a government, any action, especially in speech or writing, promoting such distension or rebellion, rebellious disorder. All right, and that's the time we approaching, man. All right, which that that goes with the protesting that's happening in Greece, Spain, Ireland, okay, and those parts of the world. Second Ezra chapter 9. It says, He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that this is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Okay, therefore when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars, alright, protesting, uproars of the people in the world, which if you look at any news outside of American news, okay, is all type of disorder and chaos all over the world, uproars of the people. Then shalt thou well understand that the highest spec of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Okay, so that's the time we in right now. Okay, you're gonna have people basically rebellion, going all crazy. Okay, all right, martial law. Okay, go back to this. All right, sloppy. Let me go back. Scriptures. Alright, Luke 21:9. But when ye shall hear wars and commotions, which is what? Protesting. Alright? People rebelling against the government. Alright? Commotions. Alright? It says, Be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Meaning, it's that when this stuff start happening, that doesn't mean it's immediately gonna be over. Alright? Alright? Because these things, that's just the beginning. These things have to come. Then said he unto them, Nation shall rise against nation. You're going to have race wars in here, in America. And kingdom against kingdom, third world war. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places. And famines, it's going to be famines. And pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. Okay? It says, Before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, and deliver you up to the synagogues and into prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. Alright, and it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer. For I will give you a mouth and wisdom which your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. Alright? It's going into what? The time we coming into. Okay? Because when they implement this, you're going to have a lot of people betraying one another. Okay? It's about to get real out here. Okay? Especially for the brothers that's in the truth. It's about to be a time of testing, man. All right, and it says, and ye shall be betrayed both by parents